Dear students, let's start our math lessons by algebra. The first unit in our syllabus talks about factorization, but before we talk about factorization, we must revise the concept of multiplying, and you must know that the inverse operation for factorization is multiplying. Let's start our revision by multiplying algebraic terms and algebraic expressions. We start with multiplying algebraic term by another term. If we have an algebraic term like 3x and we want to multiply it by another term which is negative 5x power 3. We start with the coefficients. Here the coefficient is 3 and here the coefficient is negative 5, so 3 times negative 5 equal negative 15, and then here we have x and here we have x power 3. When we multiply, we add the powers, so it will be equal x, yes, power 4. We go on to another example. If we have in example B negative x power 2 y power 3 times 7xy. Let's start by the coefficient. Here the coefficient is what? Yes, excellent, negative 1. And here 7. Negative 1 times 7 equal negative 7. And here x squared. Here x, we add the power, becomes x power 3. Here y power 3, and here y becomes y power 4. We go into the second type, multiplying algebraic term by algebraic expression. We go into the first example. We have 3a, an algebraic term. We want to multiply it by an algebraic expression which consists of 3 terms. The first term is 5a plus 2b minus c. So now we have, this is an algebraic term and this is an algebraic expression consists of 1, 2, 3 elements. The first step, we start by the term times the first times second, and then this term times the third term here. First, 3a times 5a, 3 times 5 equal 15. Here a and here a, we add the power, becomes a power 2. Then 3 times 2 equals 6. Don't forget to write the sign, which is positive. Write here 6. And then a times b equal ab. And then we go into the third term. 3 times negative 1 equal negative 3. A times c equal AC. Another example. If we go to example B, we have an algebraic term which is negative 5x, an algebraic expression which consists of 3 terms, 2xy minus 4y plus 9. Then, by the same way, we start by the first term in the expression, then the second term, then the third term. Negative 5x times 2xy, negative 5 times 2 equal negative 10. Here x and here x, we add the power, becomes x power 2, and we haven't here y, so we write y as it is. Then we start with the second term, negative 5 times negative 4 equal negative 20. And here x and here y, they are different, so we write x and here y. And then we go into the third term, negative 5 times 9 equal negative 45. Then we write, yes, x. We go into the third type, multiplying binomial by another. First, what's meant by binomial? Binomial, it means an algebraic expression consists of 2 terms. Excellent. We have here, for example, x plus 3 is called a binomial. And we have another binomial, x minus 5. We have here multiplying binomial by another. We have here the first binomial and here the second binomial. The first binomial consists of x plus 3 and here x minus 5. Between the two brackets we have no sign, it means we time the two brackets. We start. First we start from the first term here and the first term here. We multiply the first term by the first term. X times x equal x power 2. And then we going to the second term by the second term. 3 times negative 5 equal negative 15. And this is space for the middle term. How we can find the middle term? First, we multiply the means. The means, it means these two terms. And multiply also the extremes. The first and the last term are called extremes. We going 3 times x equal 3x. X times negative 5 equal negative 5x. We add them. The result will be, yes, we have here 3 plus negative 5 equal negative 2x. We write here negative 2x, and this is called the middle term. So we have now first times first equal x squared, second times second equal negative 15, and don't forget to put the sign here. And then how we can get the middle term? By here multiplying means and then extremes and add or subtract them according to the sign. This answer is called trinomial. Why? Because this is an algebraic expression consists of how many terms? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, then it's called trinomial. It's called trinomial. We're going to another example. If we have 2x minus y, and this is the first binomial, and the other is 2x minus 3y. We start by the same way. The first element or the first term by the first term. Here, 2 times 2 equal 4. X times x equal x squared. The second by the second. Negative y times negative 3y. Negative times negative equal positive. 1 times 3 equal 3. And then y times y equal y power 2. We add the powers. We want to find what? Yes, the middle term. How we can find the middle term? By multiplying means. Negative y times 2x equal negative 2xy. And extremes, 2x times negative 3x equal negative 6xy. We add them. The result will be negative 2 plus negative 6 equal negative 8xy. Right here, negative 8. Negative 8xy. And this is called the middle term. We're going to these two problems in general, multiplying binomial by another, the general form. We have two special cases. We have two special cases on multiplying binomials. The first case is called difference between two squares. Why? We have here x minus 5 and the other bracket is x plus 5. The first binomial and here the second binomial. Start. We have here x times x. It will be x power 2. And here negative 5 times 5 equal negative 25. And start to get the middle term. Here we have negative 5 times x equal negative 5x. And x times 5 equal 5x. If we add them, we get what? We have here negative 5 plus 5 equals 0. So we haven't here a middle term. we haven't here a middle term, so here we have only, we can write here 0 x, we can remove this, vanish, so we write here x minus 25. Here we have x squared minus 25. The first term is x squared. The first term is a number squared, which is x squared. And the second term, 25, means 5 power 2. So it's called difference between two squares because the answer here is difference, it means minus, between two numbers squared. By the same way, we have 2x plus 7 and here 2x minus 7. The two brackets are the same except the middle sign. We have here positive and here negative. As the last example, we have here x minus 5, here x plus 5. The two brackets are the same except the middle sign. Start first times first and then second times second, and we don't complete. We don't get the means and the extremes because they are equal 0. So we write here 2x times 2x equal 4x power 2. Then we write here minus, and then 7 times 7 equal 49. Another special case for multiplying binomial by another, perfect square. What's meant by perfect square? Perfect square means bracket. We have in this bracket two terms, and this bracket is repeated 2 times. So we can write this bracket power 2. How we can multiply or find the result of the two brackets? First, we have a rule here. The rule said that if we want to get the answer of this bracket squared, we just square the first term. Square the first term and then plus or minus according to the middle sign 2 times the first term times the second term, and then plus the second term squared by this rule. First term power 2. Here the first term is x, x power 2. And then positive or negative according to the middle sign. Here the middle sign is what? Positive. So we write here plus. And then start 2 times first times second. 2 times x equal 2x times 6 equal 12x. And then we going to plus. Right here plus. The second term power 2. Here the second term is 6. 6 power 2 equals 36. Another example. If we have 3x minus 1 all power 2, a perfect square. Why? Because we have a bracket power 2. This bracket repeated 2 times. How we can find the result? By the rule. The rule said that the first term is squared. Here we have 3x squared. 3 times 3 power 2 or 3 times 3 equal 9, and here x power 2. And then here the middle sign is what? Negative. So we write here negative. 2 times first times second, 2 times 3 equal 6 times negative 1 equal negative 6, and don't forget to write x. And then we going to the last term. Here the last term we write positive because the rule here always the last term must be positive. Must be what? Positive. We write positive, and here we write 1 power 2 equals 1. Thanks.